to work on our splits technique. Right now, there are a lot of students who are doing their splits with bad technique. Leah, can you show us a bad example of our bad split technique? Yeah, now it's quite easy for Leah to sit on the floor in this position because you see everything is out of alignment. So her hips are completely unsquared and out of alignment, which is really dangerous for her hamstring and for her hip safety. She's arching in her back, which you see quite a lot, and that's putting pressure on her middle lower back as well. So this is not what we want to see. So come on up and we're going to do it the good way now. So now what we're going to do is, because we want her to do it with the good technique, one of the things that's really important to do with splits is to make sure that the core is engaged the entire time. Because if they let that core go out, then they're going to start to arch and collapse in their middle lower back. That's putting pressure and is dangerous for their back, but it's also not allowing them to use their hip properly and their hip flexor. So what she's going to do is she's going to use that chair for support for her chest. She's going to start to slide into her split in the front, but she has to keep her hips squared. So she's only going to go down into that split as much as she can, keeping that core in. And you notice it was very easy for her to just plop herself right down on the floor when she had the bad technique. When she uses the good technique, keep your core in so you're not arching. Yes. When she uses the good technique, it's quite a bit trickier. So even with me giving her a little spot and helping her, okay, as she gets a little bit easier, it's getting a little softer. She's still trying to get down, keep the core in, so we don't want any arching of the back. So she's really pull that core in. She's trying to keep her hips squared and protected the whole time. That's all that she can do, you guys. That's the maximum amount of split that she has right now, even with me giving her a little bit of help. Now let's see if can you hold it by yourself if I put it down on the floor? Yeah, and you can hold the other hand on the chair. So she can just about keep it by herself in this position, and yet when she did it the bad way, she could very easily sit down on the floor. So this is really important that we get the students to understand how important this is for safety, because if they just stretch themselves out in the wrong position, they're really doing damage on their body for their long-term future.